Yes.
It's people that want to know the truth, want to know the gospel, and want to have a relationship with their Lord and Savior.
You mentioned the shooting. I happen to have been there myself. Well, this is our church.
Right.
But how did it impact yourself? What did you see?
Even before they ran in the church with guns and they started shooting. And as cosmopolitans, you know, what we said is never again.
Yes, that's
we
right.
said never again, and most people think that we're saying never again when we let somebody run into our church, and that's true. We will never let nobody else run into our church again with guns. But more importantly, never again will we continue. And we are active in the streets, but we need to be more active in the streets. So we said never again will we stand around while the church, while our community is going to hell, while our community is hurting, and not be active as possible, as active as possible. So what we believe is because it was so much going on in the community, so much hell going on in the church was confined to them four walls, that the hell started to come inside the church. So I'm happy to say that my church has been hitting the streets. I'm happy to say that my church has recommitted themselves to the streets. So it was a wake-up call in a sense, because first of all, the word had went forth so dynamically that day.
Pastor spoke, didn't he?
Yes, Reverend
Pastor
Ashlay, my father.
Yes.
The word went so hard out of that pulpit. I mean, the young people were standing on the balconies. They was poking their face into the windows. I mean, I can't even say. I mean, people was in there because we may have broke code, but
I know we broke code, Jermaine, Keisha, because I had to be about 5 to 7, if not more. 700, and the way they were just clustered in there.
And when the preaching was going on, it was quiet as a church mouse up in there. See, most people saying, I can't believe these young people will go in there. You know, they was respective. I mean, they was as respective as they knew how to be when the word was going forth.
Yes, yes.
So, in closing, the word went forth, and that devil was mad. He didn't know what else to do. After the word had went forth, after the preaching had went on, after it was over, that's when the shooting had happened. But I'm happy to say that nobody got shot. We couldn't even, no holes was in the walls. We did find a gun in the bathroom. It was some shooting in the parking lot.
God.
But nobody was hit. Nobody was seriously harmed. And it was beautiful. It was all God.
Man, you look like you're pretty busy. Besides being a minister in the church, evangelism and witnessing on the street, giving toys and helping those who aren't able to help themselves. And it's also something else you mentioned was your music.
That's right.
Maine Attraction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about it. And I do believe we have a song that's going to play in a few minutes. Is it true?
Is it true?
Is it true?
It's definitely true. Yes, I'm a gospel rap artist. I didn't always rap gospel. One of the baddest in the Bay, if I don't say so myself. One of the baddest in the Bay. Yes, sir. Yes, I wish. So the first song that y'all gonna hear is called "Is It True?" Even though I do gospel rap, I don't preach at you. So I'm asking you the question: Is it true? I'm gonna give you a little information, and you tell me, is it true? So that's the way I like to do it. I just like to be free for all.
How do you get your vision for interpretation of your songs?
It's an experience like none other.
Wow.
It's a lot of visions come to me. A lot of visions. I hear music. I have some wonderful producers around me. Sometimes a person would come to me and say, Jermaine, God told me about a song, and they'll share it with me, and I knew it was for me. So it's different ways, but this one right here, I have my kids on it.
Look out,
and I seen a need for the kids to see. My kids like hip hop and they want to dance, and I like hip hop, so I want to give them something that they can dance to, and it's also going to feed their spirit. So that's where it comes from.
You know, that's great, and I know I've heard a lot of your sides, man, a lot of your cuts, and they're very motivating. I like the beat that you have too, but how did you get inspired with hip-hop gospel? Is it really, we find some that are rejecting it, but then we find a lot that are accepting it. How does it come across to yourself? It's
a tool on my tool belt. That's what I call it. As if I was Batman and I had a tool belt on with a bunch of different tools. Like you said, I can preach.
Yes, sir.
To the saints that's ready to be fed and gave the milk and slowly the meat. And then for those that's unchurched, see, we have a generation that's unchurched. And when the generation is unchurched, they don't understand thou and the Lord said and the kingdom come. So what we do is say, welcome to the turf, the spot we live and we die on. If these streets could talk, they'd tell you to go home.
Look out.
So I drop it in different ways that they can receive it.
What were those lyrics that you just said?
Welcome to the turf.
Wow.
the spot we live and we die on. If these streets could talk, they'd tell you to go home.
Oh, no, no. That's beautiful. That is what the street is saying. And just not hearing the message.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Y'all feel it? Come on now. I'm a shining star. What about you? You're a shining star. I love you, Daddy. Jesus. Jesus. Jesus Christ, our Savior. Jesus Christ, our Savior. Jesus Christ, our Savior. Jesus Christ, our Savior.
Is it true? Is it true? What they say to me? Jesus died for the world to see. It was the greatest love story ever told. A father sent his son to pay a debt we owe. On the ransom note, it said we owed our life. The father looked at us and said, I'll send the Christ. How could he lend the life of his only son? I never felt the love like this before. So along he went posing as a simple man in a foreign land on a mission to turn itself in while healing folks, more folks in Penny Hinn. He led many men, crusades like Billy Graham. Jesus, he remains solid. Jesus, to him we pay homage. Jesus Christ, God for our sins. For sure, for sure. Jesus, the Son of God, the firstborn. He was here when Satan got kicked out heaven like lightning. Jesus, fresh and clean in his attire, touched the garment of the ball and Azariah. Jesus, and it'll heal you, boy. Take your aches and pains and fill you with joy. I'm talking Jesus, the Alpha, the Omega. All things was made through him. Ain't no one greater. Guess who ran through the church house, flipping over tables and kicking people out? Jesus, he birthed our body believers, overachievers, fasting 40 days, right? That's Jesus. No whammies or whammies, just promises as good as candy from his day.